Hello and welcome to Mechanical Mastery. This is episode 13 where we will actually get the first production run of our full line of multiplication here. We will not hit the full, is it 25 ingots that they say you can get to? Because we are not quite advanced enough in our other quest that we can actually hit that yet. But everything here works, everything here runs, and what a wonderful glory machine. But yeah, let's get into it and let's get going with it. So, welcome back. Today we are looking at a bit of an improvement I did. So, I now added the improved mechanical essence. I have started gathering up something for a future project here. Does it need here? Oh yeah, it needs a bit of power. So, this has been automated, except I cannot get the blaze burner down here auto firing, and the way that I want to do it would be with the mechanical arm. Is this the right way of searching for it? Yeah, here. But that requires a precision mechanism, so that's why I'm starting a contraption here that I wanted to build it out in. I don't have all the parts yet. I haven't completely designed it out yet, but I do have kind of the basics of what I want to do with it. But yeah, that's also one of the reasons why I have this here standing here and crafting right now, because I wanted to test out how much can I actually craft with what I currently have. So this is an excellent small build that I'm gonna play around with, but that's actually not what we're gonna do today. Last time, yesterday for you, is that we looked into the chemical injection chamber, or well, we actually looked into the dissolution chamber first and all of those things here, so that we came to the point of having iron crystals. We built down up our power thing. I did relocate all my windmills over here for temporary position, because you might have noticed that I started actually building a frame on top of everything here. This might also result in me completely tearing down the internals here and coming up with something new here, but I do like kind of where this is heading. This furnace here kind of came out of a mishap that happened when I was building it, minding my own business, and suddenly this lava here decided that, oh, those are 3 blocks you have placed there and they're within my range, so let me fire them up. Yeah, I didn't want that, so now I built a nice stone furnace kind of thing around it. It's not the prettiest I've made, but I think it suits kind of the building style here kind of well. And I also think I actually like this stone here, so I think I might want to actually use that for other things, especially for like the small gatehouses kind of thing here with the windmill on top of it. But yeah, more of that when we get to that. Today, the first thing we want to do is the hydrogenic hydrochloride something, right? The hydrogen chloride. Yes, that's exactly the one that I want. That means that we need a ton of hydrogen. I want the quantum here. Yep. I think I have... can't remember, was it hydrogen down here, or was that oxygen that I had a surplus of? If I can hit. That's oxygen. Oh yeah, because hydrogen is actually being used over here. Then maybe I should actually... Thinking of that. Plopping you down here. You should be set up for water hydrogen. Yep. That means that you will now get some additional hydrogen from this one here. Yep, perfect. This machine down here is kind of low on the oxygen, so maybe I should upgrade that. So power first, speed second. That should boost up the oxygen production. Yep. And likely put a few more of these things here around the different machines. My guess is that a lot of this here is kind of power hungry, and yeah, especially when you boost it up with both the both of the upgrades. Was that the last one? I think that's the last one. That should significantly increase the power generation here, or the generation here. Yeah, it's ticking up there. Cool. Anyway, the next build here we need is the hydrogenic chloride. That means that we need to have the thermal evaporation blocks up and running. So let me get that set up and come back. So I think I'm about ready to actually build them up. So as usual, it's basically just placing down a ton of blocks here because big multi-structures are big. I did go ahead and build a building gadget because, yeah, building this by hand is not really my style. Let's see, I think somewhere around those lines there should be the correct height. I have no idea if I'm super close, super far away, or whatever. I was actually thinking maybe just regular blocks like this all the way up here. Then have the... I don't know if these can sit this high up or if I actually need to move the control units closer to the bottom. So where do I actually want these things here? So water output, maybe? Let's see, does this work? Doesn't seem to be working. It's a bit of a shame. Would have made it so much easier if it just did. Yeah. There we go. Might need to break one and replace it just to verify. Hey, that actually did create a building. So it's 16, 17 high. Does that mean I can actually build one more? I can never remember if that is the max height or if I can build one higher up. It seems like it's still connecting. So that must be the height. Okay, cool. So that looks to be working. I just need a few more of them and then I am done with building up those machines. So let me build them and be right back. Okay, we are back again and we have the placement of the items done. My idea was to create here a brine network. So this would just take in brine. Let's see, does that work? That would work. And then have these here follow the pattern of just inserting into it. Let me just verify that this one here has been configured correctly. So it's brine is a fluid. That means that all sides, front and back, should be input. So that means all of them connects up. And the only thing that I'm actually left with is I need to get some water into it. How do I want to get the water though? I could take the pump from mechanism just to keep it in the theme of it, right? Mechanism have a pump here that should be fast enough to supply this with the water that it needs. If I look at my chunk borders here, however, where should I place that? That should be placed out here somewhere, I think. So I might actually need to... I could actually relocate the inputs for the tank down here somewhere. I think I'm gonna do that. Create a small reservoir down here with water in it, and then have pumps pumping out and into the evaporation tanks. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll just move stuff around here, and then I'll be back once I have it moved around. So yeah, hey. Okay, I think I have everything needed to actually build this up. So let me get a pump set up here. So that should get power in here and output here, if I remember correctly. Took a point here. You're getting power, you're getting power, you're getting water. You're just too slow. So next up, a bit more power, a bit more energy. And then we have a solid power generation that should hopefully be okay water-wise, or do I need multiple pumps per machine here? Yeah, I might need multiple pumps, but yeah. Now I just need to repeat this 3 times, and then that should be good. I might expand it with 4 pumps per tower or something like that, just to be sure that I have enough water. But yeah, I'll be back once I've built that up. And here we have it. The pumps are set up. The brine is now flowing all the way into the quantum entangler, and everything is going well. I did configure all of these here to usage of 1500 here. You basically just type the number, press enter, and then it does that usage. That basically means that all of them here are running at the highest speed. I don't know if that's the correct number to set in there. I have not actually tested that out. I just know that that number works, so that's why I use it. If it's lower, then let me know and I'll adjust it. But yeah, 3 tanks now for that. That should be a good amount for it. That means that we can actually take the next steps here. In order to do that, we did need the hydrogen to actually work this here. We do have, didn't we have, oh, we have hydrogen in here, right. So we could technically, can we, how do we want to do this? So you here need to take, is that brine you need to take in from one side? So we need brine to go through an electrical separator. So, okay, so we do need, so brine comes in here, electrical separator here somewhere. Oh, this is the wrong things. Didn't I have a gauge somewhere? Yep. This is a wonderful little thing. If you hold down shift and click on any of these here, you can actually empty it. That means that you can get it configured so that it only outputs the things that you want to output or input. So in this one here, we want to go to fluids. Yes, we want to discontinue fluids. We only want to allow gases in. Or is brine is a fluid. So we only want to allow fluid in from this side, right? And this one here want to be configured so that your fluid outputs to that side. Yes. Chlorine and sodium. Perfect. Where is my boundaries? Okay, so I need to have the output no later than here if I want to keep it all within one chunk. Maybe stop flying me around like that. Oh, this one here has oxygen in it. I don't need oxygen in this one, if I'm correctly. I need chlorine. Yeah, perfect. Right? Chlorine. Hydrogen. Yes. So I can take you here. Plop you down here. I want to have fluids to be disabled. I don't want fluid in this one here. I want hydrogen in it. So if I do like this. I think I placed it like this. That means that the gases on the back needs to be the red one. Okay. Gases back. Input 1. Cool. This one over here, however, should be configured gases output. Output. Hydrogen. Perfect. I do have a need to actually get a bit of power to it, but that should be fairly simple. Power cord here and here. Place something there. And I have a, yep. Here. Yes. And where do we find the other? And we could do like that. Okay. So if we pull you down here and then take you over, then that should power to all of it. Now we just need a few upgrades. Make sure I have a full stack. More. So we do need 2 times muffling because sounds. And we do an upgrade and power upgrade first. And 8. There. That should actually give us the hydrogen chloride. Perfect. So now we just need the quantum bridge here, and then type in hydrogen is that H? Yeah. Chloride, right? Yes. And that's too long, so do like that. Hydrogen chloride. Is it starting to input? Nope. Hydrogen chloride, is that a gas? It's a gas, okay. So gases input. We likely need to tell this one over here to say gases, and you want to output. And you should be doing this correctly now, right? Didn't I configure you to be gases? Oh, input. There we go. Excellent. So now we have a generation of that. Which machine was it that needed it? This one, right? Yes. What upgrades does this one take? It does take the gas upgrade, so we better get some upgrades for that as well. So gas upgrade, so it doesn't choke through all of our gases within the first 5 seconds of it running. And then we want you to be placed right next to it with a hydrogen chloride set. And gases should be outputting auto output. There we go. We now have iron shards. Okay, let's take a look at the items here. So bottom is input and output to the top. If I auto output, of course I need to also go in and configure this one here to be input. So there we go. Now we just need a purification chamber. The purification chamber, if I remember correctly, is oxygen, right? Let's take a look. Yes, oxygen. Did we already have a... Can't remember. I don't think we have one for oxygen yet. Nope, but we have plenty of oxygen production. It's just a matter of getting it into the system. We have 2 tanks here that is significantly full. If I place you here and say oxygen set, and then I take some of my pressurized cabling, and then I take the gases here and say the front is input. Does that mean that we now have oxygen here? Yep. Cool. That was one of the fast ones. That means that we are soon coming to the next step in this. Let's see, this one here should be configured to oxygen set. Gases only on this side here, output on. Cool. I have not upgraded this one here, so let's make sure to upgrade it. Let's upgrade first because we don't want you to completely tank the production of it. So there we go, iron clumps. Let's go and look here. So on this side here, we want to output. Yes. Likely need to look into figuring out a way to actually get some power to these. That far I had not thought about yet. I'll take a look at what I can actually do and then see how I can power these crossing wheels. So I figured out how I actually want to get that up and going with the machine for it. I want to have the blaze burners going for it, of course. And above the blaze burners, I want the ever-present fire tanks. It's gonna be great. How we can actually build this. Is up and running. How is the alignment here? So this would be fine. So something like that. I need a bit more of the shaft. It's really difficult to get. How do I get it to align right? Something like that, yeah. Now I just need a bit of water in there. Wonder, should I actually try and make a... I think I want to try to do this purely create. So that means that we want to have a few of the fluid pipes. A few fluid pipes in order to pump stuff in there. We need probably 2 mechanical pumps. Maybe, I actually think in the long term I need 4 of them. Four fluid pumps, I think. How do we want to do this? So, let me just see if I should have enough place over here to do the fuel for all the blaze burners. So if I have water pumping in from this side, that should be good. Could also just do it from over here. No, I want to have fluid coming in from this side. Don't actually know, is there a maximum for how much you can actually transfer? Like, I guess there likely is. So if I do like this, then that would prevent them from connecting. Excellent. Now with them here, that's problematic. Like that, and then into a basin or something here. Wonder if I can do something like that. Actually, that should work pretty well. Probably need a few more of you. If I do something like that and then have that fluid grid here, that should forever have, if I can get that correctly spaced out, that should be an endless grid of water. I know I'm overdoing it there, but yeah. Why did I want to when I was down there? Foolish me. Actually, I also need something to actually power that one. There we go, that should be all of it. I can refill it, so I have 2 buckets again, and not like that. Exactly not what I want. be able to get plenty of water into it, I think, if we can get these to turn the right way. How do I want to power them, though? What generators do we actually have? So if I go here to, say, kinetic sources, we have the electric motor, we have steam engine, we have windmill, we have different... So yeah, water wheels or windmill is the only other two sources we have. So maybe a couple of large water wheels. Actually, that should not be that difficult to make. So a few small ones. Let's assume 3 per. So that should be good enough. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna hide them down below here. I'll build this up and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have built it down below. Let me just take it down here. So placed 5 of them here next to each other. I am adjustable chain driving them up, which basically means that you put down 2 chain drives. You give a redstone signal to the one where you have the stress units coming into, a round per minute, I guess. And then it doubles the speed for every time you do it. So I have a 4 times upshift in rotational speed here. And then in this setup here, we then convert that into here, which means that we have 256 per item here. Which is okay. I could actually double it once more if I wanted to. Could actually do it right here. But yeah, this is fine for now. I could likely also rearrange it down below so that we have the power coming up here instead of out here. But yeah, small details. I did notice that I could probably bump this up with a bit bigger tank. Didn't I have a want at some point? That would make upgrading these here significantly faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is the maximum size that I can have it at. I don't know if I have enough water that then comes in this size. If I then take some here, so right now it generates 2048 stress units. That is not much, but if I bump one of them up, so for each of these that's burning, I gain 16,000. Which is a significant amount. There we go. That's pretty decent. But yeah, I don't have the setup yet for actually doing that. That said, let's get the structure up there. I might be able to figure out a way of feeding them. But yeah, for now it doesn't really matter that much. Let's see where... Oh, this is actually perfect place to get it up. One higher up, right? Is this perfect though? I don't actually think it would be. That doesn't matter. We'll figure something out. Yeah, we're gonna take one vertical here. So one vertical that points this direction. Then I'm gonna have one that goes here. One that goes that direction. And then one that goes again here. And then let's hope. Do they turn the right way? They turn exactly the wrong way. Perfect. Another one here then. Here. Oh, I can already hear now that the machines downstairs have started to deteriorate in speed. So that here should actually get them to turn the right way. There we go. Oh. That's not good. So I need to figure out a different way to capture the output here. Okay, that changes up the plan for how I can do this. How can I then do it? All of you there so far should go in here. How do I actually handle this the better way? If you will not do, then what will? Maybe I should actually keep with the create stuff then for this. And then add one of the... It's not a funnel, it's a chute. Or advanced chute or whatever their name is. Maybe the smart chute. So a couple of chutes here. Let's see. Let's see what a smart chute does. So smart chute. Why are you so smart? You can take anything and then you put it in here. Problem here is that I need you to go in here or into something else. How can I handle this? I could push everything up one higher, right? Technically, yes. Do I want to do that? Let's take a roar. Oh, we need 3 of them. I forgot. By the way, is it possible to toss in? I can toss in a block that gives me... Okay, so that gives me basically 3 times the amount. So that might be the way that I want to do it. But yeah. So this here will slowly but surely process through. Then it comes to this one here. That just moves items down here. But yeah, the crusher don't currently have any power. So how do we advance that? How do we fix that? We do that with a point. The only thing here I'm worried about is that we're also gonna get... Oh, wait a moment. Did we not get nuggets from this? We don't get nuggets from... we don't get nugget of experience, so this should actually work. So this should work. Maybe? At least I'm positive towards it potentially working. So there we go. Suck some power. Deliver power to the others. Get too dirty. Let's just be sure here. So input from the top and output to that side. And you over here should have input here and output here. I'm gonna have extras coming in from the top. That cannot be configured and you will auto output, please. And over here you'll have input here, and you will have output there. And then we will do something like this, maybe. Let's see if this works. So, speedy and silent. Oh, they're both already silent. Perfect. I don't think they have the speed upgrades yet. So now, last question here is that we still need to actually feed this one here with the catalyst, right? So if we go into to here, in order to get to this point here, we need an enriched basilic reagent. That comes from darkness. We're not quite there yet. But I think we should be able to do this one here with sulfuric acid and an earth charge. We can create this. So yeah, we can definitely create a system where it outputs this reagent and then we can put it in to all the machines. For now, let's grab a bit of flint just to test and verify. This is rather slow, so can be thermal-wise toss in the... So we have 3 of you, and I likely need to actually look into... There's something with flux on here. What are they called? That's a special thing here that actually... This is a time something. Yeah, that one. I think. So this one here allows for significantly faster processing. I think, but that allows me to actually use those watches to improve the speed of it. Which means that I might be able to actually get this here to work in this setup. Maybe. Maybe. But this is an excellent setup. Of course, we are kind of far away from super speed for it yet. But efficiency first, speed later. I didn't want that. So let's do like that. Now, how about all the tiers? So let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 machines. Can all of them? I don't know. Probably can do with 10 of each, either way. There will be other machines. There will definitely be other machines. I'm kind of happy with what we have so far. This definitely do seem to be working. I do need to find a way to speed up this machine because, yeah, I don't feel that's fast enough yet. I do also think that this is a chance-based thing. Some of the machines here going through. So if I want to use this as this setup here as temporary thing, I might also want to set up some sort of a crafting setup here where I can ask for X amount of each type and then toss it through the systems. Really wish this one here scaled better. But I do like the amount of items I'm getting here. Oh, sometimes it actually doubles up, which is excellent. So if this goes to 13 soon. It was just at 13, but it jumped down really, really quickly again. There we go, yeah. So it does have a bonus from doing it this way around. However, time-wise, this is not keeping up power with all the power. What did it take to craft that time thingy? So it takes ether gas. Okay, so we do need to go deeper in industrial foregoing. It does require a few other things. So I need to continue in my tech up in order to actually get to the last point, which is fair. Everything opens up in time. I'm super stoked of this one here, even with just this running here and passive generation without any power to it yet. Allows me to to really have a cool little processing setup. I am quite happy with this so far. Very simplistic. Complex yet simplistic. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay, let's actually take raw here. Because I wanted to test one thing. How much do I get if I toss one block of raw iron through this system? Let me get that processing and then be back and tell you the result. I think it's done processing, so it did go through all the steps, right? Yep. So the result is 1 stack and 56. Just to be clear here, we took raw, took 9 raw, So that's not quite a 25 upgrade, but then again, that's not really what I would expect in this situation here. So what I'm only running with flint here. If we were to run with, let's say, polarized basal power, that might be even an upgrade from there, or earth charges. Let's actually try earth charges, but just for the fun of it. See how much that actually changes. How do I do that? I do it by go here. Don't I have them as, let's say we need 40 earth charges. So please craft that up while I do that. Get this away. And then we have 40 of them ish. And if I then go in here, toss you in there. Wow. This goes fast. I think maybe my scaling issue is not straight up. So these items up here could process faster. So I don't think I need a one-to-one scaling. I think I might just need to do... yeah. Maybe I need to scale out the washing facility here, or the dissolution chamber setup. So I have multiple dissolution chambers. That might be more efficient, and then only have one injection factory and one purifying because of the way that they scale. Wow. So this one here is definitely the chemical crystallizers. Definitely. Did I fully upgrade it, right? Yes. Fully upgraded. It could not be tiered if I remember correctly. Nope. There's no tier upgrades for it. This feels like one of those machines that you should definitely expand out and have multiple of, because that would simply just prevent the backlog from forming. So yeah, lessons learned here. It's not a one-to-one-to-one. Wow. This is a massive amount of iron, though. Oh, my charges are already used. I did not actually expect that. That was faster than I expected. They do definitely increase the output here. But you also kind of go through them rather fast. Yeah, this feels a bit fast. I likely want a few more of those. But I can definitely say that this is way more efficient than what I had previously. Especially when I start thinking about the basal stuff actually comes from over here. Then if I can get that fully operational and just running smoothly, then I can significantly boost the generation here. This is also... So yeah, in order to actually scale this out here, we need to have multiple polarizers that feeds one smelting factory. That is a silly amount of iron. But I love it. I love it. This simple way of constructing things. So if I want to put a crafter down here, let's say we want to do that, then we can set a crafter that outputs each of them. We can actually make a dedicated slurry line for each type. And then all of them, toss them into an injection factory. I think we can have it 9? Yeah, 9 per. We have 9 lines of crystallization per the following items here until we come to the polarizer where we need to scale it out in some way. We might even want to scale this out because we're already out of earth shards again. This is... What is it? Earth shards is this coal or charcoal, gunpowder, and basalt. Yeah, it's not super expensive. And yeah, I do know that one of my... Oh, it's already done here. Okay, cool. This is a massive amount of iron you get from that. Anyway, that's about it. I'll start looking at how can I actually scale this out, because my initial plan was just having a line for each. Even though it would work, I think it can be optimized. So I might want to think a bit about that and try to see what we can do there. But yeah, next step would be to actually drop some more crafters into it so that I start using it for basic resource generation. But yeah, if you like what you saw this time around, toss me a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and see you out there.